Let's get creative. Today's at-home strategy to reinforce learning and development will focus on creative arts. I am Mary Mills and I will be your host today. We'll do a brief introduction to creative arts and discuss the difference between process art experiences and product art experiences. And I will also provide examples of activities for you to do with your young children for each age range. First, I want to start by reading this quote by Vygotsky. It must not be forgotten that the basic law of children's creativity is that its value lies not in its results, not in the product of creation, but in the process itself. This is a great way to introduce today's topic. We are going to explore the difference between product and process art. Like I just mentioned, there are two types of art experiences. Process art experiences is where the children have many opportunities to explore the materials, think, express himself or herself, and create. Whereas product art experiences is where the child follows the directions provided to make a closed-ended product. They are unable to use their imaginations. Process art supports many aspects of children's development. Their physical development. Your child's small motor skills develop as he or she glues, draws, paints, and plays with homemade clay or dough. Their language and literacy development. As you talk with your children, her vocabulary expands when you name new art materials, tools, and concepts such as scissors, collage, wide, sticky, smooth, and much more. Your child often tells you about the ideas she's expressing through the art, and this type of conversation supports their literacy development. And also their social emotional development. There is joy in self-exploration and self-expression. Art supports the development of self-regulation and self-control as your child focuses, makes choices, and feels successful. Product art offers children a few learning opportunities, such as following directions and developing small motor control. However, it does not offer rich opportunities for cognitive, language, social, and emotional development that open-ended art experiences offer. Children react differently to these two types of art experiences. Children doing product art may say, "Can I be done now? Is this right? Mine does not look right. I cannot do this." Where children doing process art may say, "Can I have more time? Can I have more paper? Is there any yellow? I want to make another one." So you can tell they're really enjoying the process art versus the product art. Identifying process art. There's no sample, pattern, model. There's no directions. Children explore interesting materials. They're exploring paint, maybe chalk, colors. There's no right or wrong way to do art. Art is original, and children are relaxed and they're focused. Parents can offer process art experiences by providing a place for art materials, such as a bin or maybe a drawer. I know I created a box for my niece that had all sorts of different art materials, glitter, paint, paper, and it was her favorite Christmas present one year. Save recycled materials like magazines for your children to create collages. Include watercolor paints, finger paints, and offer brushes and other interesting painting tools such as toothbrushes, maybe yarn, potato mashers. Provide lots of blank paper instead of coloring pages. Include tape, glue, scissors, maybe glitter. Make homemade materials such as clay and dough. Try outside art. Use natural materials like leaves or pine cones. Paint outside for a change of scenery. And just a few tips for parents. Eliminate pressures that make art projects difficult. Let children take the creative role. Allow children to use their hands to create their artwork. Let them be messy. Let them have fun. Support, but do not take over. If they need help cutting or gluing, provide them support. Praise their efforts and not the product itself. So let the fun begin. I have provided several activities for different age ranges that focus on process art. The first activity is sensory art, and it is focused for mobile infants. This is a simple activity that you can do with your mobile infants at home. You can do it inside, outside, it doesn't matter. The materials needed will be a large Ziploc bag, paint, and very thick paper. Directions. You'll cut paper to size of Ziploc bag so it fits comfortably inside. You'll squirt random amounts of paint in various directions and colors across the paper. You'll put it in the bag. You'll give the Ziploc bag to your children and encourage them to glide their hands across the Ziploc bag to see what happens. And as you can see here, they can use their mouth, their fingers to make the art. They can even use their toes and feet. This is a simple activity that you can do. It helps fine motor skills, also let them be creative and create their own art. The next is sponge ball painting. So this is for pre-K or even toddlers. Washable paint, sponges, rubber bands, tray, and an old sheet. You will cut sponges into 4 equal parts, and I have provided pictures for you to see how you can cut those. You'll stack the pieces and wrap the rubber band around the middle. You'll put the paint in the tray. You'll let the children dip the pieces of the sponge in the paint and throw the sponges to the sheet. And as you can see here, you can see where the children use their handprints. They're using their imagination. They can use their sponges or they can just splatter paint. The toddlers may want to splatter with their hands or use paintbrushes. You can let them pick out their own colors of paint. And you can see the 4 colors of the sponges and how they're put together for the children to throw at the sheet. This is a simple activity, easy for the toddlers and preschoolers. And lastly, this is my favorite, create a hug. This is a simple and easy way for children to brighten the day of a family member, friend, or even a teacher that they have not seen during this time. You'll need large piece of white paper, scissors, markers, paint, colors. You can provide all sorts of materials that you can decorate your hug with. You will trace the child's head, arm, upper torso onto the paper. Cut out the tracing, and for toddlers, you may want to help them cut it out. And for preschoolers, if they're able to use scissors, they can cut it out themselves, but you'll provide that support that's needed. Let children be creative and decorate the hug. Let them use glitter, paint, decorate it however they want. Lastly, they'll fold it up. They can write a message to their teacher, to their family member or friend, put it in an envelope and mail it. And here is what this looks like. They can be as creative as they want. Let them use their imagination. Let's stay connected. I would love to stay connected with you all. Email me with any questions or topics you may want to learn more about. Mary@cdl.org. Thank you all for listening today.